and in light of the Commonwealth has the burden of proof, I'd like to go over the evidence a little bit with you and talk about what you heard and what you heard in this case. First, you heard from a ambulance driver. And an ambulance driver made an interesting observation about the victim that was brought in and the knife that was found in a pair of short pants. Nobody saw it. None of his family saw it. And this is, you can judge what size of this knife is in a pair of basketball shorts. But
We began this proceeding with my mentioning to you that the case sort of involved one of the deadly sins, the deadly sin of sort of false pride, you know, of hubris. My ego matters and so forth. Something that gets insulted. And that's relevant to this case for two reasons. That type of pride easily leads to wrath and anger and rage. And I think that the evidence establishes that that occurred here. The Commonwealth argues that anyway. And it establishes, or it's some evidence of a motive. The government, as the court will tell you, is not required to prove motive, but you have evidence of, I would argue to you, the Commonwealth would argue, that you have evidence of motive here as to why this occurred. Why would somebody get so angry as to take the life of another person because of a verbal slight, of which there was no evidence that it even came from the defendant, or excuse me, from the victim, from David. This was a rapidly changing, frightening, horrific incident observed by essentially young people. They were 18, 19, 20 years of age at the time. And so you consider that. You consider that they knew the person. It was their father, their stepfather, a man that they loved, that was in this situation. They were very emotional. They were very upset.